First of all, if you want to, you can rewrite these equations, let's do this in here, with the constants written last. And so you get plus 5 there. And this would be -3 sine of t plus 2. I just want to make sure you realize the constants are both positive. That negative sign goes with the 3. So the center is 5, 2. The radius is 3. And let me say again, these signs here, the coefficients, it doesn't matter if they're positive or negative. The radius is whatever that is, the same number, so therefore it's a circle. They will affect how it starting point direction, but that's all. All right, so let me draw this thing first. 5, 2 is here. Go 3 in every direction. Try to circle. Okay, fine. Fortunately, I can do that. All right, good. Thank you. All right, starting point direction. I'm doing it the way I've been showing you first, but then I'm going to show you a shortcut. If you plug in 0, cosine's 1, so you get 1, 3 plus 5 is 8. Sine starts at 0, so you get 2. 8, 2 is this point over here, so fine. That's your starting point. Label that. And then, like I said, pick something bigger than 0. If it's a trig function, I usually use pi over 2, because it's easy. And cosine is 0, so you get 5 there. Sine is 1. 2 minus 3 then becomes -1. What should be this point down here? And you don't have to label it, because what you do need to label is your direction, which it tells us is going clockwise, turns out. Now listen, there's actually a faster way. First of all, for starting point, focus on cosine. Because cosine starts its maximum value, and it's in the x equation, so your x is started at the maximum value, which is on the right. Right? That's where the maximum value would be, on the right side of the graph. And think about that. Cosine starts at the maximum and then decreases. Well, if you're here, all you can do is decrease, but you could go up or down and still decrease. So you now look at the other equation, that's sine in it. Sine starts in the middle and increases, normally. Which, by the way, the sine is in the y equals equation. Aren't the y values starting in the middle? Vertically, we're in the middle of the graph at a turn point. And then it's going to decrease because of the negative coefficient, which means from the middle you go down, which is usually going that way around the circle. So, okay, you can just figure it out. But if none of them make sense, then just use, plug in t equals 0, plug in pi over 2. It works every time. What else? I'm going over at least one more, so someone pick one. Okay, first of all you need to recognize is parabola, because there's no trig function. Parabolas are the ones that don't have trig functions in them. And first of all, just replace t with x. You have your rectangular equation, but you get it in standard form. And this is a vertical parabola, so the standard form is going to look like this. Should be y minus k on the left. Well, say on the left. I like the square term to be on the right. If you look at the note sheet I gave you, it has it swapped around. I don't care. I'll take it either way. Regardless, it should be in this form where you have the square term over here, and the coefficient should be over on the unsquared term. That's how we're interpreting it. Okay? So I'm trying to match that, match this. What's, hard about this, if you will, is that you need to realize that you're not going to complete the square. There is no x term. You don't need to complete the square. So all that should be on the right side is just plain x squared, actually. Okay, so I'm going to move that constant over. My first step. And then quadruple both sides. Because once again, I'm trying to get x squared by itself. That's how it is in my form. And then just leave this like that. That is standard form, standard graphing form. And we said it's vertical because you have y equals x squared. Y is not squared, x is. And so it opens up. See, the vertex is 0, 4. It opens up. I don't know if you had to graph it. I want to do that here. I don't have time for another example. But 4p is 4, which tells you p is 1. And remember, p is the distance from the vertex to the focus. Since it opens up, that means the focus is one above the center of the vertex. You go one above, you're there. So there's my focus. And then you go from there, you go left and right to p. You then points to the lateral rectum. And then you draw your parabola through those points. And if you wanted the directrix, by the way, the directrix is the same distance other way. P was 1, so we went one above to find the focus. We go one below to find the directrix, since that's that horizontal line. Y equals what, 3? That's the directrix. And once again, the direction is always perpendicular to the axis. And the axis, you know it's the y-axis, of course, here, but also because these two are on the same vertical line. They both have next value 0. Time.